Hey everyone, Mina here with Brujita Mamacita Tarot. So today we're going to do a collective love reading, and it's going to be how your person feels about you right now, what they would have to say to you if they could say anything, and then what could be possibly coming next. So we're going to get how they feel about you from the Mystic Red Rose Oracle deck. And for the messages on what they would have to say to you, that's going to be from the Hermit Tarot. I would show you all the box for it, but it's just a plain white box. And another note on this deck, I did a full review on it. Basically just a quick review going over all the cards and what they say. So nothing real in depth, but they are more oracle messages. It says tarot, but it's more of an oracle deck. So this is the deck, Hermit Tarot. And like I said, the box is just a plain white box. So those are going to be what your person has to say to you. And then we're going to get what could be possibly coming in the future from the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So Spirit, how does our collective's person feel about our collective right now? Okay, another message or two on how the collective's person feels about them. Okay, and one last card too for how the collective's person feels about them. Okay, so let's see. So far we have old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So that's something that they see you possibly doing, or yeah, so they're just wondering, kind of wondering like if you're ruminating over something and possibly replaying things that happened between y'all. The other two messages too are not really the greatest messages, so it makes me think that something possibly happened between y'all. Maybe y'all fell out with each other, had a fight, just not speaking to each other right now. I'm not sure what the details are. So you'll take that as how it resonates. But we have old school, the snake, and not today. So the snake says competition and enemy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. So that one is the snake. And then not today is boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So yeah, basically the message is that I'm not sure if they did something to you, or I don't know, it could be reversed. So you take this as it resonates. Maybe something you did hurt them, but they do see like that one of you is very traditional, almost to the point where it's like outdated thinking and outdated, just traditions where it's like, I don't know, maybe they were hoping things would be a little more progressive in this relationship, but they're seeing that someone, whether that's you or them, who were hoping things would be more progressive in the relationship, we're finding out that there's a little bit more of just outdated conditioning and thinking. And they also feel like something happened between y'all, and that's either replaying in their head, or that could be something that you're going through. With this competition and enemy and the other woman card, that makes me feel like either they hurt you, betrayed you with some other third party, or you possibly did that to them. Take it how it resonates. It's not going to resonate the same for everybody. And then not today is just like they're just not wanting to deal with it. They're like, you know, have their walls up a bit because they're just like, I just don't have time for this. Maybe they have a lot going on right now, or you know, I'm not sure what the situation is, but they're avoiding you, avoiding conversation. They don't want to deal with things because they're still upset over what happened. And like I said, this could be you too. You're still upset with them. If they did something, you're telling them, no, not right now, leave me alone. Yeah, so take that how it resonates, and that's what's going on right there. So let's see what messages let's see what messages your person would have for you at this time. I get a few message cards. It says, I want to get you drunk. So maybe they're missing you and they're like wanting to meet and just have a good time. Like, you know, just, I don't know, maybe they want to have a little bit more lighthearted fun. So they're like, I want to get you drunk. Maybe they want to see you in a vulnerable state because, you know, how, you know, that they say, like, you know, a drunk person's words is their truth, or I don't know how the saying goes. I'm probably butchering it, but basically people tend to get vulnerable. Some people do, at least, tend to get vulnerable when they're drunk and like spill their heart out, you know. I know me, I can be a very happy drunk and, you know, like I love everybody and I'm having a great time and, you know, I'm very open and yeah, I just have a great time. But I know if I'm like going through something or sad, then yeah, it's not really the best time because it's like just, you know, that's just the way it is. Dealing with life and stuff, it's like, you know, it does make you appreciate, you know, the good parts in life, but it is also just, it can put you in a vulnerable state. So anyway, they want to get you drunk, so possibly they want to talk to you, or just have a lighthearted time with you. Then it says, I'm a very jealous person. So yeah, I don't know what happened between you all, but they're very jealous and they don't, you know, we'll just leave it at that. Like, they're very jealous. I'm not going to say it. I want to say that they want you all to themselves. But with this whole like outdated thinking and not really being progressive, it's like, so maybe it's your person that's a very traditional, old-fashioned person. For them to say they're very jealous and like taking things to heart, you know, as far as some other situation that was going on, and I don't blame them. You know, everybody deals with third parties differently, and some people are very jealous. Anyway, the next card they have for you is Love is the Answer. So this to me sounds like it's from spirit and also from like their highest self. Like, that's how they really feel inside, but you know, and possibly this is why they want to get drunk with you, so they can, you know, have this confession. But although I think it's like that should be handled while you're sober, because it's like, yeah, it's okay when things come out when you're drunk, but it's better to hear things when someone's sober, because then you know it's more genuine, right? So at least that's what I think. This card flipped over, it says, I can't even look at you right now. So yeah, they're still upset over whatever this was that happened. And then the other card that fell out on my lap says, do you think about me too? So this is definitely someone that you're not in contact with right now. For them to say that, do you think about me too? It's obviously y'all aren't speaking to each other. So we're gonna go ahead and see what could be possibly coming up next for y'all. So Spirit, can you give me any cards, any messages, any themes for what could be coming next for our collective in this relationship? What can we expect next in this relationship, Spirit? What themes or messages do you have for what's coming next? Okay, so we have the Moon and Justice. So yeah, definitely you two being in your emotions, one of you more than the other. To me, it sounds like your person is very much in their feelings and just in that zone, you know what I mean? And they're just kind of not wanting to deal with anybody, anything, because they're just in their emotions, or possibly not wanting to deal with anybody or anything, but not wanting to deal with this right now because, you know, maybe they have a lot of other things going on too, but they're definitely in their feelings and trying to listen to their intuition about these things. But it's like, look at that moon. It almost looks to me like they're struggling with listening to their emotions, listening to what they're feeling, and distracted by all this going on down here. But they are trying hard. That's what I see when I look at this moon, is someone who's really trying hard to go deep within and listen to their emotions about things. And then we have Justice coming after that. So that could possibly be a Libra that you're dealing with. And that's also, you know, divine justice. So it's like something is going to get balanced again in this relationship, or y'all are going to talk things out and, you know, restore order, or, you know, restore peace in this relationship. So that's what I see for that. Let me get this out of the way, and then we're going to get some zodiac signs and some other, you know, planets and symbols, so we could focus in on who this reading could be about. So we have Uranus, which would be Aquarius, and then we have Libra again. So this definitely, one of y'all is definitely a Libra. I'm gonna get a couple more because we got Libra already. So one is Aquarius, one is Libra. Then now we have Mercury, which is Virgo and Gemini, and we have Aquarius again. That's so funny. So definitely someone's Aquarius and someone is a Libra. See if I could get any more. With the moon, that could be Pisces and Cancer as well. Again with the moon, so Pisces or Cancer. It's more Cancer traditionally, but could be Pisces as well. And Aries. So those are all the signs that came out and landed on the sun again, so possibly Leo. So a lot of signs there now. Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Aries, who else did I say? Libra and Aquarius. That's half the zodiac there. And then we have house 11, which I believe deals with community and friendship. So something about community and friendship is important to one or both of y'all. So those are just some identifiers and who that could narrow down who this reading is for. We're going to pull some letters and charms. Get a couple more letters because that was more charms. Okay. And we'll get that since I pulled that too. Let's see. So the letters we have are L, Y, U, T, F, G, I. I see the word gift, so someone might want to gift someone something. I see ILY, so I love you. I see some sunglasses, so maybe they want to take you somewhere sunny, or y'all are gonna end up somewhere sunny. I see fit, so possibly working out is important to one or both of you. Trying to see if I see anything else. Guy, I don't know that, but everyone's, you know, that's half the population here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a whole lot else as far as the letters go, but those could be initials. L, Y, U, G, I, F, T. And then we have an elephant, and that always makes me think of family, so, and having a good memory, so possibly family is important to one or both of you. I mean, it's important to most people, but y'all might value it more than the average person. Then we have a little love bubble, like message symbol, like, I don't know what they're called, but basically if someone was gonna message you, so possibly they want to send you a love message, text message, or some sort of message. Then there is a crown, so I always think of dignity, royalty, someone who carries themselves with a lot of dignity when I see a crown. And then we see a key here, so maybe they feel like you have the key to their heart, or they have the keys to yours, or you might feel that way, they have the keys to yours. We have the word imagine, so that could be something that's important to y'all. Y'all's imagination and manifesting through imagination. Then we have a little bag, little satchel. So it could be a magical satchel, could be a money bag. Not too sure. It has some flowers on there, so someone could possibly be into witchy stuff, because there's also a little cat symbol on here as well. So that could be, those could be things that resonate with y'all. They might not, but for who they resonate for, that's there. But that's it for now. I wish there was more positive messages to give you, you know, this, because this reading didn't really end up on a positive note. So let me see. I'm going to get a message from one of my decks here. This was my very first tarot deck, and so this tarot deck has a really special place in my heart. I always loved the messages. If I could get it out here. I always loved the messages that this deck had, because they're very deep and they always felt like just very uplifting to me. And so this deck is called the Tarot of Transformation. this was my favorite deck. It was the first one that I got for myself and really loved it. So it's called the Tarot of Transformation. This is the guidebook for it. And so we're going to go ahead and pull a card from here. I didn't really get to cleanse these, so let's go ahead and cleanse them real quick. I wasn't expecting to pull another card, but when these readings end on just like not really the best notes, it makes me want to pull something to give y'all a better, leave on a better note. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, so Spirit, what is a message that you have for our collective? With their love message, or some sort of message for love, or ooh, we had a couple fall out. Love, or whatever you want to be known, is what I was going to say. And so we have Drama Queen, 7 of Cups, and we have Healing the Planet, Healer of Discs. So since the Drama Queen one is the one I saw first, we're going to go ahead and get a message of that, about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this message to you and just focus on the card while I'm reading it to you. It says, in the Suit of Cups, we look at strategies used to try to get our emotional needs met. The 7 of Cups is about dramatization, making things larger than life. In the Hakomi system, this is called the hysterical clinging strategy. The hysterical part is the amplifying of emotion, and the clinging is the underlying desire to avoid separation. Although hysterical is generally considered a pejorative term, there is nothing wrong with being expressive or flamboyant. The problem arises when we must get theatrical in order to be seen or heard. Indeed, this is part of the genesis of this strategy. When we know we are loved and accepted as we are, we don't need to put on anything extra. When we get dramatic, it is often like a child pleading, "Don't leave, stay here and watch me." We want something to be seen and mirrored. Part of the healing is to cultivate a compassionate witness. We can notice what we're wanting and hold this in a loving way. We can also learn to be more straightforward, to ask for what we want without having to whip up our feelings or exaggerate our needs. The popular epithet Drama Queen is a good description for someone using this strategy because it reflects a desire to be treated in a special way, perhaps to feel important. One way we can feel bigger than others is to make our drama bigger. If what is happening is bad, it is the most tragic anyone could experience. If good, it is the most superlative and wonderful thing imaginable. There is nothing ordinary for or about the Drama Queen, except the underlying needs, which are universal. The image in the card is a spin-off of the fairy tale Snow White. When the queen is not mirrored in the way she wants, she becomes murderously jealous. This is, of course, an extreme reaction that comes with the mistaken feeling that the only way to be loved and admired is to be the best. The Drama Queen does not know that she is enough as she is, and that she can be loved in her faults and frailties. When you get this card in a reading, look for the tendencies above, remembering that they may appear in a subtler form than described here. Do you sometimes have to make things seem bigger than they are in order to be heard? Do you find yourself exaggerating to make a better story or feel more interesting or alive? If you find yourself in this pattern and are not comfortable with this, there are ways to work with it. One is to feel what motivates your behavior and deal with the underlying needs. Another is to become a better audience for yourself, holding even the smallest feelings with respect and compassion as well as objectivity. Another strategy can be helpful in interpersonal situations is to notice when you are dramatizing and lighten it up by making it humorous. When you can see the drama as drama, you're not caught in it anymore. Then life can settle down and you can enjoy the simple things again. So yeah, I'm not sure which one of you two is being a drama queen or has drama queen tendencies. And, not calling y'all out on it, but Spirit is, and I completely understand all the emotions and feelings that come with this card, because I feel like when I was more emotionally unbalanced, I was definitely more of a drama queen. It's almost like, I don't know if I want to say coping mechanism, but sometimes it's the only way you feel like you can be heard. And of course, that's something that we learn. We learn it from our parents, and we're conditioned to be that way, We learned it usually from someone who raised us, that, to be dramatic and to be performative and all these things, like, that is how they would get attention or get their needs met. And then that's something that, if you were raised by someone like that, then you possibly adopted that type of behavior, and there's no one at fault for it. I feel like it's normal to be a little bit of a drama queen sometimes, but when you really get a hold of your emotions and you see beyond the emotions and you start looking at bigger picture things and you start learning how to regulate your emotions, becoming more emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, then you can start seeing things for the way they are and being okay with just being yourself. And so yeah, something about you two is like you're possibly masking and possibly making these dramas in your life bigger than they need to be. They are, or you are, I'm not sure who that is. Take it how it resonates, but that is what Spirit is telling us with this drama queen card. So, and then the last card is Healing the Planet, Healer of Discs. I love this card. Just the imagery on it. So I'm going to go ahead and read that to y'all too. And then we will end the reading there. Let's see, where's the discs? Here they are. Okay, so Healer of Discs, Healing the Planet. Our Earth is in crisis. This card represents cultivating the attitudes and actions that can help heal our planet. There is much guidance right now telling us that the time has come for this healing and that we can play a more conscious part by aligning ourselves with this intention. Being concerned with the needs of others is part of a meaningful life and an integrated and whole spirituality. As many have reminded us, we can no longer afford a spirituality of escape or one in which we are concerned with only our individual well-being. True spirituality is about dropping separation. It is understanding that we live within an interconnected web of life with one underlying consciousness. Within this world, the effects of our actions are never isolated. We are beginning to understand this not just in terms of planetary ecosystem, but in every arena. We are waking up to the fact that we live in a global community, an interdependent network in which we are all a part of the larger consciousness of a living planet. The planet will be healed when we recognize the innate consciousness of all things and start behaving as if the God in all life matters. To borrow the title of a book, what does this mean? What would it look like in our lives to recognize the holiness of all of life? It would change not only our attitudes about the use and consumption of resources, but our idea that other people and other life forms are expendable. This includes animals. We often don't recognize the many gifts of animals beyond their use to us. Yet dolphins, the animal representation for this card, are incredible beings with healing powers we are just beginning to identify. There are reports of people's cancers going into remission and chronic depression lifting when they swim with dolphins. This may be due to both the dolphin's ability to make real contact with people and perhaps also to the sound vibration they emit. In the picture, we see the planet Earth rising over the horizon. Seeing the sparkling blue jewel we live on seems to elicit tremendous awe and gratitude, just as it did for the astronauts. There are dolphins not only in the oceans, but also in the night sky, suggesting that dolphins are also present in other dimensions. This card can be used as an invitation to evoke this consciousness. This card also invites you to notice the places in your life where you still see things in terms of separation. Is the greed of the corporations just that of the bad guys, or do you see the little ways you participate in that greed? Do you see the universality of it? Can you let go of us and them and see that we're all in this together? Anger and resentment don't lead to healing. As Thich Nhat Hanh has shown us, it's not just working for peace, it is being peace that is important. This is the time to look at how you can help heal the planet. This may entail anything from online activism to joining with others in prayer circles. If you don't feel that you can help, find out why. It may be that you feel overwhelmed with personal concerns, or perhaps your sense of effectiveness is cut off by feelings of impotence, cynicism, or despair. Maybe what is needed is to feel your connection with the whole, or with the healing energy that is streaming toward the earth. It helps to remember that we don't have to do this all alone. It is only by acting together that we can heal the planet. This meditation is one place to begin. Imagine yourself out in space looking back at Earth, realizing that this is your home and that all the beings here are your family. Let yourself feel the love in your heart. Feel the natural desire of love to help. To reach out to heal the distress that the earth is experiencing right now. You might feel yourself joined by dolphins and other beings that are also sending love towards the planet. Know that the planet is conscious and responsive and is strengthened by this. So that's a beautiful message to leave on. I'm very much getting from that, because it's not just universal healing, and it's the macro and the micro. And as far as in terms of micro, this healing is also talking about healing this relationship and seeing how you have to communicate in a loving way and be present in a loving way and send your love through not only your voice but also through your vibrations and just your being, just your presence and your loving presence and your loving thoughts and your loving voice. That is very important when it comes to healing relationships. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here because it's already going over at 35 minutes. If you have any questions or comments, or if you would like to add anything that would help the collective in the situation, or you just want to share your story, go ahead. You're welcome to comment it down below. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you all probably in another few days. I might get back on here and do another reading. If not, then it'll be next week. But yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend, and see you soon, guys. Bye.